All right, we're live again. Now we gotta wait for everybody to join again. So I'll give it a minute. And you guys can join me as soon as you get the notification that I'm back live. Nothing like getting reported mid-stream. I think everybody is working their way back. Thank you, Gianni. So that was a new experience. I have never been reported live before, so that was new. So if you're able to share it out, I appreciate it. I was reported for suspicious activity, which doesn't make any sense. And they locked me out of my account for a few minutes. So I could see you guys commenting on my other device, but I couldn't do anything. That was a new one. And I have to say, I've been reported a lot over the years, but normally my other account. So this was a surprise mid-feed. So someone was reporting me. Fun times. Because I'm, a perfect angel online. I never do anything wrong. So you guys all coming back? So hopefully we will see. Grant, you probably get reported because I'm here. I'm a shady dude. You seem like a sweetheart. I am just trying to get everybody back because I lost a lot of people in a very short time. And it will take a minute. That was just very, very weird. When you pop on, let me know if you can hear me okay. Yeah, it's possible. It wouldn't be the first time I've been trolled. And it won't be the last. No, it wasn't the page that got reported. It was my personal account. So someone reported me directly. It is what it is. I'm very well behaved on this page because, I don't want to lose it. So slowly we will get you back. Carl, you said there's been a lot of reports. Is it tonight or the last couple of days? I haven't seen them a lot. I've been working on stuff off the computer a lot, though. I didn't get hacked. Absolutely. I have backup stuff set up for my Facebook because I have access to a lot of high-end pages, and some of my businesses have a lot of followers. They don't like, they make sure that you have backup logins and stuff. So if someone's trying to log into me, I would absolutely get a bunch of text messages. I've got everything. My account as secure as it possibly can be, and I don't click links very often because, because people suck, and I know better. All right, let's try this again. I'm sharing it to a couple places. A lot of folks got reports the last couple days. People are miserable. It's the holidays. Dolan haters. Yeah, I have a few. Not many, but I have a few. And Carl, your group should never get reports. We're all perfect angels in there. Did that work? Did the horns pop up or halo pop up? I never know which one I'm wearing. Probably both most days. It all depends on who you are, and your actions will determine who you get. So anyway, let's go back. If you have social media, if you have projects working on, drop your links. Tell us what you're working on. We had a bunch of people that we lost before, so hopefully they will come back. So Carl, what have you been working on? And you guys are all quiet tonight. Did you party all weekend? And Doland, I don't think we spoke before. Okay, Carl, how about we talk about next week? What you guys got going on next week? Anything good? Dean, no, I am not a comic artist. I actually am new to the comic world. I am a huge supporter of the comic world, the artists, the cosplayers, the creators, preferably the indies, but I don't judge if you want to go with a big or two. I share a lot. If you have projects, if you are an artist or a creator or a creative type, just Danae. Thank you very much. I have a rough time with some names, so it's nice to meet you, Danae. If you have projects that you're working on, or you're a big supporter of projects that you see going on, drop your links. Share what's going on. Share what you're working on. If somebody needs a shout out for their Kickstarter, their Indiegogo, an event, whether it's online or in person, absolutely share them. This is what my feed is for: is to touch base, chat a little bit, banter. You never know what topics we're going to come up with, and get your name out there a little bit. And Carl, that's great that you got Donna's book to the printer. I hope she's doing well. Grant, you drank too much Friday and Saturday and was hungover. Used to never get hungover, and then tried to remember when the last time I ate any fruit or vegetable was. I couldn't remember, and I think that has more to do with my stomach ache this morning. Possibly. And yes, absolutely love indies. Thank you, Gianni, for dropping all your links. Grant, I think all of us have been eating a little crappier since the quarantine, though I'm cooking everything. So I'm actually eating better because I cook everything. And we're looking forward to making goodies this week. I have no idea what we're going to make yet, but we will definitely be making them. Oh, Carl seems to know why you drank too much on Saturday, Grant. I think you need to share with us. Doland, yeah, it seems a little rough to be launching right now, but you never know what you can do. You're trying to get your apparel line up. What kind of apparel is it? Carl, yes, I'm very sorry about your cat. And getting the book done is huge. and it's definitely something to celebrate. And happy holidays to you too, Dolan. We're trying to stay safe and trying to stay positive and keep from going nuts with the lockdown. Gianni relaxed and watched the MLS Cup final. Read some manga and first time ever read Amazing Spider-Man 129 via Marvel Unlimited. How was it? Grant says, video chatting along with a few others, all drinking a lot in the green room. Nice. That was Saturday? God, I'm losing track of days. Oh, good, Gianni. I'm glad it was good. Carl, do you want to drop any of Donna's links in here? What they can look forward to seeing when, yeah, I missed Fridays. I don't remember what happened. I was planning on hopping on Friday, and then I can't remember. I know I was on last night with a few people on a Zoom meeting. The Amazing Spider-Man 129 was the issue where Punisher first made his appearance. So what do you guys have planned for this week or the holidays? What do you have planned coming up? Whether it's for fun, work, whatever. It's pretty much a laid back chat. Though while you're here, if you have links to drop, absolutely drop it. Awesome, Carl. This is Donna's. This book was her fantasy adventure book. And that's Donna's. Grant says, right before we got booted, I mentioned that the first issue of my newsletter is coming out. Do you have links that you can drop, whether it's just subscribe to your mailing list, Grant, or your page that they can go to? You're just waiting for Brian K. Morris to approve his interviews. So if you see him, give him a shit about it. Will do. I will absolutely pick on Brian. He gives as good as he gets. And Gianni, absolutely stay as safe as possible. We're having very quiet. My son goes to his dad's for Christmas Eve, and then I have him Christmas Day. And we're planning on appetizers and movies and a lot of junk food and just chilling out. We're going to binge watch a lot of movies. Gianni, I think a lot of people are going to be doing Zoom meetings with the family because of the pandemic. I know a lot are sending either they're getting meals dropped off or they're all cooking together and sitting down and having dinner over Zoom, which is kind of cool. Grant says, if you want to sign up for my newsletter, go to my website and click the link to sign up, and you get a free comic book for signing up the newsletter. Very cool. Carl says, here's a secret. Brian takes forever to read anything you send him. So, question, Carl. If he takes forever to read that you send him, if you like include a picture of, something sexy, like, boobs, would he read it faster? Because I find that helps pretty much get attention. They might forget to read, but I don't know Brian enough to know yet. Pops, CromCon 10 is booked. Awesome. Congratulations. Drop your links for the event, Pops, right in the chat, please. And if anyone's able to share this video, because I lost a bunch of people when I lost the last one. Carl, my sister has a compromised immune syndrome, so we will video chat later. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm considered high risk, and so is my mom. I have an autoimmune, and she has a lot of other health issues. I have a few autoimmunes. So I'm really careful. I pretty much don't leave the house unless it's groceries or, get my mom's meds or whatever we need there. Or to see somebody who's also been quarantined and doing the same thing I am. Pretty much they don't leave the house. They wash their hands. They're not seeing anybody doing anything. They work from home. The other people that have no life. But for the most part, most of my friends and I keep track and in touch with each other via video, phone, text messages. I do like the video chat feature. I'm grateful that we have video chat in this day and age with this chaos. Gianni, can't wait to get the vaccine. I don't know when that'll happen, when we'll all be available to get it. Hey, JT, how are you? JT, are you working on projects? If so, drop your links and social media. Yeah, Gianni, I have high blood pressure too. It's actually come down quite a bit. It's amazing. I have a lot less stress in my life than I did a year ago, even with the pandemic. Pop says, I haven't made the event post yet, making some big announcements tomorrow night at the YouTube, also home of CromCon. Pops, if you want to drop the group link right in here is good. And Dolan, my apparel is all conjunction with my action figure photography, web toys, Lava Juice Customs, and oh, cool. And he's a graffiti artist, but went to art school this year, just knocked the wind out of me. Very cool. I'm looking forward to checking out some of your stuff. Carl, I have Sojourns. Yes, it's a bitch, to be quite honest. I have Sojourns and Reynolds and fibromyalgia and high blood pressure and some of the other things that fibromyalgia likes to join. Lots and lots and lots of fluids, and some of the meds that I used to take I had to get off because it made it so much worse. My sister had Sojourns too. She and I had a lot of the same health issues, except she had lupus and I had some other things. JT, you have some new stuff on the store. Very cool. And there's the links. Thank you, gentlemen. I get the dry eyes with the contacts. I probably am not supposed to be wearing contacts, but I just use drops all the time. My lips and tongue will crack. I always have to be drinking liquids. Mints, chapstick, hand lotion. That helps with the Sojourns. You gotta keep hydrated and avoid as much salt as possible because it doesn't seem to work really well. And I also have Reynolds, which I don't know if you know much about it, but your hands and feet are actually really, really cold. So even in the summer, I'm in really warm fuzzy socks and boots when I'm home. And winter, it's rough. My eyes are not as dry as my sister's was, though. Mine is more of my lips and my tongue start to crack pretty fast. So, Carl, you're familiar with Reynolds. It's a fun one. I've had it for at least 20 years. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia at 19, so that was 25 years ago. And a lot of it's a pain in the ass. You just kind of learn how to deal with it. This is true. At least you got to share instead of having the same ones you both have. My sister and I had a lot of the same health issues. It just makes things a little more interesting, if we can go with that. Anybody have anything else they want to share? I don't want to keep you guys too long. Well, I think tonight will be a somewhat short night. Um, with the holidays, it's going to be a little, I think, quieter. I'll pop on next week again just to touch base. But I have a feeling people are going to be getting ready for craziness. Even without visiting all family and friends, they're still, shopping food, usual stuff. Without issues, though, what would we overcome and triumph? I don't know. I think life would be very, very boring. Though it would be nice to have a little break from surprises. But I look at this year, this is the end of 2020. We're all going to yell Jumanji when the ball drops on New Year's Eve because we have survived 12 months, 12 levels of Jumanji, and that's freaking huge. And Grant finished the first and issue of the comic and celebrate with starting issue 2. That's awesome, Grant. Yeah, Gianni, especially during this weird holiday season. It has been a little weird. Hey, welcome, Tony. Tell us about, are you from the comic world? I mean, I have a few friends from all over and contacts. And Dolan, yes, I have the ice cream sandwich feet. Your ex-wife had them, cold feet, no matter what the weather was. People, yeah, rub them on you. I always wear fuzzy socks. And when my ex and I first started dating, he thought it would be sweet. And he's like, "Oh, you'll just warm your feet up with me." I'm like, "No, I'm telling you right now, you don't understand how cold my feet are." Well, I decided to show him one night, and he yelped like a little girl and flew out of the bed. I'm like, "See, told you, cold, really cold feet." So I always keep the socks on. And I use electric blankets. Always have heated blankets. Even in the summer, I use them. It helps with the fibromyalgia. So, Tony, tell us a little bit about you. You're a newbie. If you have social media, please share it. Tell us what you're working on. It's a good place to promote yourself. Grant, your wife has the coldest hands ever, even in August. Has she had her everything checked out? My sister, my feet were worse and her hands were worse. So her feet were cold, but not as bad. And my hands are cold, but not as bad. But she couldn't register like one of those heated prints when you have to open a door or even your phone. Um, you couldn't feel it. So it wouldn't open, the doors wouldn't open for her because her hands were so cold. My feet are like freaking ice blocks. The ice blocks are probably warmer, to be honest. You're just listening to me between Facebook and cartooning. Very cool, Tony. Well, it's a pleasure having you here. Glad that you're joining us. Gianni, due to the porch pirate activity in the area, I had to use Amazon lockers and do in-store pickups for a lot of gifts that I bought. Yeah, I've heard that's been an issue. I've been lucky so far here. But considering there's always somebody in this house, it makes it a little bit easier that we are able to grab it as soon as it's delivered. Grant, I think she's just like that. Her mom and sister exact same way. She might want to get checked out. She might have Reynolds. And if certain meds will make it worse and other meds will help. So once they figured out what I had, because it always takes a while to get diagnosed and play with the chemicals and play with what works and what doesn't, uh, it made a difference. I mean, my feet were so cold, they were really painful. And now they're just freaking freezing. Instagram of a daily comic book art print page, post still. Brother Soul Comics. Very cool. Thank you. I'll definitely check you out. Yeah, Grant. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. And if she has any questions for me, I was diagnosed with Reynolds. It's been like 20 years. I dealt with it for a long time until I finally couldn't, and then I caved and got new meds. Pretty much I'm off most of my medicine, except for the Reynolds. And Gianni, it's crazy and insult to injury that it's not only the porch pirates come from different places, they also come from all walks of life too. People steal. I mean, there's really no rhyme or reason. People that are stealing, I understand it more when they're stealing for food. I don't understand it when they're stealing for package so they can, have it for themselves. It kind of sucks. Well, I am going to say goodnight because it is 10:46 and I fell asleep watching anime with my kid earlier. I'm glad I had the alarm set. Um, I don't know what is it about anime. I'm trying so hard to watch it, and he is so excited. And we cuddle and watch anime, and 10 minutes into it, he's like, Mom, you're snoring. Tony says, just did. It's a daily thing. I hope to be on more Facebook podcasts. I've got a cartoonist at work. Short film on my latest page. Thanks for the Heather. You're welcome. Absolutely. Tony, if you have stuff you're working on, if you have not joined Comics and More Chaos, please do so. The tag should be in this one. I can't remember if I put it back in the new one. If not, it is on my wall. And you can share anything that's from the comic world, whether it's your work, someone else's work. It could be books. I mean, any of the creative that kind of even crosses over, cosplay, cons, fun pictures. We're kind of making it a resource, and check in the announcement section and drop all your information. Dolan, happy holidays. Stay safe. Hope to see y'all soon. I will be back next Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern again, give or take a couple minutes because, I'm never on time. I'm close though. And I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, make lots of really, really, really yummy foods. Post pictures. There's nothing like food porn. Everybody loves it. And when I'm cooking, I'm going to be posting some pictures too. So you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching this after, please feel free to drop your links. If you are not part of Comics and More Chaos, please join. And please join my Facebook page, Comics in More New Jersey. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. My Insta, everything is pretty much comics and the letter N, more NJ. And that's at YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and then Comics and More Chaos is the Facebook group. Well, you all have a great night. Stay safe. And you know where to reach me if you need to get a hold of me. Good night, all.